Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. Hi guys. So we're going to start our second character for this league. I have no idea how the new league mechanic, Settlers of Kalgur, will work.
The dead should remember their place.
In the new league, I don't know if we'll have the already established town in place or if we'll have to regrow it with a second character. I would expect it's probably got to be in place, in which case it'll run out of gold in like 6 hours. Stop shooting crap at me, you little jerks. Oh my god, it's nothing but little jerks everywhere. And then slightly larger jerks. Good evening to whomever has joined me. So, we'll be playing this tonight. We'll not be playing this tomorrow. Tomorrow I intend to be playing on one of the new Lord of the Rings servers. My misses are not doing me any favors. Killed me, in fact. It's fine. It's fine. About 2 years ago, they made the first few acts more difficult, and it serves no one. Except, I guess, GGG's vindictiveness towards their player base. Let's see. Melee and life to melee. All it has done is made the game slower for everyone and much, much more difficult for the new players. Ground slam. Ground slam it is.
I witnessed your battle against Hilly.
Ah, so it is continuing to run. I had assumed that would be the way it would go. It is the same town. Doesn't help us any that 8 to 11, 6 to 8. It doesn't do us any good that we start with such a terrible attack skill.
Be well.
Don't remember if I have any low-level uniques or not. Don't think. Well, that's a 5. Not sure it's worth actually using, but it is low level. There we go. Life, fire resistance, regen. Excellent. Things just got a whole lot easier. I will be poning things. Okay, that might be a slight exaggeration. 9 to 23, that's way more than 6 to 8. Unless, of course, I have an axe. Ooh, maybe I'll get to use the harvest. That's a nifty one I never get to use. belt. Any belts? Seems like the number of legendaries or uniques, excuse me, that I got as drops seem to be way lower. I did get Wanderlust, so that's good. Very good. You know, I've been playing for days. I got a character up to the mid-50s running yellow maps. And I just don't have many. Okay, that is an awful lot of energy shield, I'm going to say. I'd rather have the energy shield. Nothing will hurt me. I'll be invincible. That is probably a significant exaggeration. Oh, please. Well, that'll do for now, anyway. Pretty close to invincible. I went from 66 life to over 300 life and energy shield. So things just got a lot easier. Let's just put it that way, shall we? We want that to be just move, and we want this to be always attack without moving. Let's go. No, I didn't check for potions. I can't do it with a sword. My damage has just vanished. I cannot ground slam with a sword. Oops. At least I realized why I wasn't doing any damage before starting to swear. Mace, scepter, staff, or unarmed. Unarmed is tempting. Hey there. It's going to be a melee build. It's going to start off with Sunder, and it can go a lot of different ways. I'm going to see if I get anything specific that calls out to me as something I want to play, or that seems exceptionally strong. If I get a good, you know, non-standard weapon, then I'll change things up. I think by default, it's using ground slam by default. That one right there that I got, but I can't use yet. Hey, Tarkley. Do you have any, oh, I don't know, two-handed axes? No, no. Figures? Fine. We can make do with this if we have to.
Farewell.
Yes?
Yes, I believe it's rustic sash we need.
Well, we live
There's a
by that.
vendor recipe. We'll see if I can screw this up. The answer is, yeah, probably I can screw it up. And I believe one blacksmith whetstone. So it's weapon, that, and that.
Hello.
I am correct, and that will have increased physical damage.
While we live, we are blessed.
But it requires level 8. So I just need something that's better than the sword, despite the fact the sword being awesome. Oh, okay. Well, welcome. You're messing with my melon, man. Did we have... Well, we did have the staff, but I don't think... It'll be fine. We'll use that. Until we reach the appropriate level. That needs... 2 red. Alright. This'll do. Alright, alright. Like every other big bruiser, I'm using a caster staff to prove that I'm mighty. Frostblade is okay, gonna push it to level 20. And more when you set up your build. I don't think I've ever... not sure if I've ever played Frostblade before. On the sword. I've played a lot of what this build is going to level on in the past. Which is Sunder. I have played a lot of Sunder over the so that will be fairly straightforward for me. 5 iron! Stop that, you little jerks. Didn't your mother ever teach you that spitting is rude and gross? Play melee builds. In old days, now you're only a minion build on Guardian. I've done a lot of minion builds as well. My early days were spent playing Sunder because it was the first build where I followed a build guide and it worked. And so I kind of had figured out by the time I was done playing it, I knew what I was doing with it. And so I played it for a number of leagues after that. I've played a lot of minion builds. Minion build is generally a style of play I like, so I've played a lot of minion builds over the years. I've played a lot of Essence Drain Contagion as well. I have no idea what my account name is on PoE. Not a clue. Given that PoE has had a lot of players over the years, my guess would be most of my standard names were taken, like Lens. And I wasn't streaming at the time I made my PoE account. So it would have been before Magnifying Lens. In short, I haven't got the foggiest. It probably says it somewhere on the account. Now, all I have here that's obviously visible is MeSmackBadMen. Sure, PM me with the information. If you don't PM me, I won't remember. What were we talking about again? Couldn't have been important. You didn't PM me. Yeah, there's no hurry. I do have a guild. At level 12, I get access to Sunder. And like I said, that's a build I can play in my sleep. Actually, I haven't played it for long enough. I might not be able to play it in my sleep anymore, but I used to be able to play it in my sleep.
I'd almost stop with...
Probably actually the mana flask. I have a bunch of the other flasks from before. Momentum. Every time you use supported skill. Well, I'm going to check the path of building. Let's try and do this as if I was, you know, an adult. Spoiler, not really an adult. Ground Slam with Ruthless and Maim. War Banner, Dash, Leap Slam, Faster Attacks, Blood and Sand. So none of these are important.
Be well.
So, got a job for you.
He's got a job for me. Pavel. I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that's you. Nope, we didn't want that one. We want to sell all of those. There we go.
Stay sharp out there.
As you can see, I've got a number of things set aside for when we level up. Let's see, I was going to grab something. What was I going to grab? It was a thing that I was going to grab, and it completely escaped my brain just that quickly. I had a thing I knew I wanted to do, and it's gone. Like that. Because my brain is what it is. Oh, I remembered. Go me. No, I want to destroy it. I could swear I had Quicksilvers in here. Am I lying? I wasn't picking up Quicksilvers. Now I feel like an idiot. Oh well. I guess I just saw so many I assumed I must have picked up one. Spoiler, I didn't pick up any. This one is going to eventually be one of the slams. Probably Ground Slam. Oh, which reminds me I need to equip a second weapon and keep leveling that. Once I get to level 12, I'm going to start using Sunder. So it'll be Sunder for leveling. In the end, I believe it's Ground Slam, but basically there are a whole lot of things you could run instead. This is sort of the melee league, they keep saying, so... Those things almost killed me, even though I have ludicrous amounts of life. I don't even remember what that is. Elusive. Oh. What was making me elusive? Clip, clip. More iron. It'll be a very small amount. What the hell is hitting me? That was 8 Crimson Ore. I am just... God, I do hate Roas so much. They are just so hugely overtuned for low-level mobs. It's just obscene. I think I have to head back the other way. I don't have a movement skill. I hate not having the movement skill. Alright. A significant improvement in quality of life. You don't have to actually click on the stupid waypoints. You just have to get close. Frankly, I would rather they were unlocked when you entered the map. I think that would be much friendlier. Or at least the half of the map that they're on. Into the fetid pool. So the first build was quite comfortable up to yellow maps. Was getting dicier on yellow maps because I was still running on a 4-link. And so my damage was not where it should be. Level 85. Good filter for chaos and divine orbs. Well, I should have Eversync's filter loaded already. Let me double check. Should be. Let's. Yeah, Settler Starter. It's the second tier. Semi-strict, I think. If memory serves, these things count as creatures for this map. So I've got to kill them. Which I have to say is kind of dumb. That had. I don't need that. But I haven't gotten a single divine through the first 86, I think, levels. And most of the yellow maps. I haven't quite finished all of the yellow maps yet. Accuracy right now is terrible, which is why these things aren't insta-dying. Another level for me. God. I hate these freaking things so much because they hit so much harder than everything else in the game and they stun you. It's just such bullshit. They should have toned those things down instantly when they upgraded the difficulty. Scarabs, yeah, are used when you're mapping. Basically, they add a function to the map. So after you finish out Act 10 and defeat Kitava, you start going through all the maps, which is the end game. One monster remains. And I have missed a monster somewhere because, of course, I have. GGG and every other game developer in history, please fuck off with kill all missions. It's just a sign of contempt for your player base. Update the game 5 times because the same people abuse. Oh, there's always abuse. They've had to. They had to murder some particular piece of content. I don't know what it was. And I'm not sure if they banned people temporarily, but there are always going to be people who are going to try to exploit, and a lot of the time they're going to find something. Yeah, but generally when they ban, it's a temporary ban. No, they very seldom permaban. Historically. Now, I'm not saying they didn't this time. I have walked through the entire map. What the Philly fuck is going on? And this, right here, is why any developer who puts in a kill-all mission in his game should spend the rest of his life working in fast food. Well, I've been through it twice. Please pipe up if you see something I'm missing. I'm gonna have to go back in with a new fucking map because that one was broken. No, if I missed it in 3 times, it's because the map is broken. You guys didn't see it. I didn't see it. It wasn't there. My bet is that it's an issue with the league mechanic. Because when I did it the first time on my first character, I was not amused by having to do the defeat the iron nodes in here. But you had to. Because they count as creatures. off. It's close to 4 a.m. Have happy games. Thank you very much. Have a great night's sleep. As an old man, take my advice. Good night's sleep is important. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to keep killing until it says we only have 3 left. Because that will be the 3 pods that need to die. No. They changed it. Alright, they changed it. No monsters remain. And the pods didn't count. I don't know.
Now that you...
Decoy, Steel Skin, Vigilant Strike, Crushing Fist. Interesting. My ship has come back that I sent out on the real character. Shield charge will do me no good on account of 2-handers.
I've traveled inland on the Emperor's Road via the business gate. Had to skirt. Farewell.
Let's see. Well, none of those seem to be worth a rat's ass.
Hello.
2 more points. And where to next? Heading for butchery. Oh, that sounds nice. Ruthless. Ground slam. Oh, we like to check. We always like to check. We were doing about 116 DPS. Now 108? Why did that drop? That thing shouldn't be that good. 44% increased global damage, maybe. But I've got another socket available. I don't suppose Nessa's got anything usable. Do you, sweetheart? No. Ruthless we've got. Not really useful, no.
Take care.
Well, let's head to King's March and see what came in with the boat.
Shit back here.
We currently have 6 hours of gold in the treasury.
Hail.
Interesting. So these are representative of the character level. That's interesting. So we can send this out. Let's see. They're both available. We'll send the betterer one with corn. 40%, 20%. We'll go with the 40% one. Corn. Corn. Is that all the corn I have? Really? Well, he should be farming corn. Should have more corn than that, but I don't.
What do you need?
What do you need? No, I don't have much corn. select that port. No, we'd rather send metals off because metals will get us items. What metals do we have the most of? We have a lot of crimson iron bars. And let's see, for this ship, why, yes, how about more crimson iron bars? Or bismuth bars. Ooh, bismuth bars. And we'll select that port. And set that. We'll see what we get. Oh. So here we got +1 to level of melee socketed gems. +1. Wow, both of them, huh? Wow, all three came up with +1 level of socketed gems. Sadly, we can't use a sword for ground slam. Or I would use that. But we will
What can I do? What have you got?
give them all to the Disenchanter.
We're on it. Always a pleasure. We'll get to it right away.
You'll get to it right away. And now we head back to the submerged package. Package? Why did I say package? Passage. Holy crap. Stop shooting things, you little jerks. Frankly, for the time spent, I don't think it's worth it to mess with the nodes, the iron nodes, right now. Ooh, a portal scroll. I'm rich. So tomorrow, I will be playing on the new VIP server, Angmar, in Lord of the Rings Online. What makes this different is occasionally, while you're playing, you'll be attacked by a wraith sent by the ring wraiths because you're getting on their nerves or something. And every once in a while, a ring wraith will spawn as a world boss. Plus, it's the new server architecture, so hopefully this will reduce things like lag, which has been a significant issue in Lord of the Rings Online for quite some time. That is a dead end. As I have mentioned in the past, I am the master of finding the dead ends. Stop following me, you little jerks. Did you not hear what I said? You see? You kill a jerk, get a level. the ledge, we will have to come back to that map, as there is a granddaddy crab that awaits us. Oh, you guys don't need to hit yourself in the chest with your clubs. I got you covered. I'll be happy to hit you in the chest with my club. Again, I will be skipping the iron nodes, as the gain for time, XP or otherwise, is just not there. XP, loot, iron. I just killed your big boss. You guys aren't very smart. Kill your big boss, and what do? You jump down to fight some more. Not the brightest critters in the entire planet. Let's just put it that way. It's this way. Yeah, that one just leads back. All right, so let's go back to town real fast. Yes, it is a new character, as I am slowly working my way.
Still working on it.
Hello.
Don't suppose you've got anything new now.
Bye.
Let's see, I did want to check and see if I can add some flat damage onto my big wacky stick. I'm thinking probably not yet. I can't have another prefix mod, of course. I'm dope. That's all, just a dope. Back to the submerged passage, where we have to find the Granddaddy Crab. That's a dead end. I did also want to check and see if there is a Quicksilver flask somewhere else. Okay, and here is the Flooded Depths, where we have the Granddaddy Crab. I'm not a grandfather, although I'm old enough to be, but I am a crab. I am very often crabby. Which I'm certain is entirely the same thing. Dead end. The master of the dead end. Showing his mastery again. End. Dead end. I've done it again, haven't I? I have found the path of all of the dead ends. If you've been watching me, the PoE weekend, and since then, you will have found out that it's not mere boasting on my part that I find every single dead end. Back to town again, using the cheaty method. Spoiler, not actually cheating. Feels like cheating. It was a long time before I could talk myself into doing that to get back to town.
Managed to kill him. Farewell.
I believe the next things we're headed are more life and accuracy. We need accuracy. Right now, the amount of time our stuff is missing is large. Aha! I knew we had them somewhere. We had them somewhere. I am going to take another quick journey to my hideout and cheat even further. Don't tell anyone. Promise? By grabbing the skill gems I need. So, we need Maim. We can even use it. Boom. War Banner. Dash. Not sure I can use that. I can. Good. A little bit of movement is helpful. We will need Leap Slam. Oh, lovely. With faster attacks. Glorious. And Blood and Sand. I know, I know. I'm a great big cheater. And I'm okay with that. You know. Alright, we need those two linked. We'll go back to town. We'll go back to town. There we go. Any old chess piece.
Still alive, are we?
Because my current chess piece is crap, so any old chess piece with red and green linked? None of them. Seriously? Seriously, none of them. None of them.
Stay
We
sharp
can
out
hit it
there.
with the crones. Because remember, we're allowed to cheat. It's our second character. So we can do without the dash, I think, but we'll go ahead and slot it for now. Blood and sand. Wait, what? I didn't socket them. I did. I didn't socket that. There we go. Oh, things are a little more what I was expecting. Blood and sand. Let's see. More area and blood stance. Less area. Well, area of effect. More area damage. We want probably more area damage, so we'll want to be in blood, I think.
What little help I can.
Back to the ledge. A little clue for anyone who's not aware of it. This waypoint here, I could go south or north and get to the next map. But there's 3 little stones pointing the way you want to go. So that's the way we want to go. Ah, the war banner. That's right, now gets placed on the ground. Whoop! Don't die. Try not to die. Not dying is the preferred option here. If you have the option of whether to die or not, generally speaking, in most games and real life, choosing to not die is the appropriate course of action. Now things will speed up significantly. As I shall be gloriously leap slamming away. A couple more levels and we get Sunder. And then we turn into Sunder Boy. Legion. That's right, we do have a Legion. I forgot. I keep forgetting. It's only like last league, I think, is the first time we got an early Legion. Seems like a strange choice to me, but hey, there it is. There we go. We're looking for things with icons over their head so we can get fat loot. Okay, so we can get loot. The fat is TBD. And now all those guys that we broke out of stasis are about to seek a brutal and final vengeance. I'd finished you off. I had not. Interesting, he drops a split arrow. He did this time. Anyway. The prison awaits.
A slave is not a man. A slave is not even worthy of death.
What is our current miss percentage on our ground slam? It says my rating. There it is. Oh, I'm 100%. Huh. Didn't feel like it. And of course, because this is not the first character, we no longer have to do the trials. Hooters. Nope, oh, there's a way through. That's ridiculously not good. Wow! Something in there is hitting really, really freaking hard. Two of these assholes. Not a fan. That's why they were hitting. It was the quickness freaking shrine. Didn't realize which shrine it was. It speeds them up, which is, in essence, a huge damage buff. So they almost killed me. Probably took the wrong path. So we will now attempt to take the righter path. Cut it out, Sawbones. Everything is just about murdering me. It has been this whole damn expansion. always hate these resummoning mobs. They just are so annoying. That's the trial we don't need. Nope. And here I am retracing my steps again because... Wait, what the hell? Because I always take the wrong turn. Always. Always take the wrong turn. Would you just energy shield explodes. Extra life. Fuck that shit. The worst decision they ever made was putting Arch Nemesis into the game. Not the expansion. Expansion was fine. Making it go core was just idiocy. That's 12. Ooh, dear me. That's way better. So, town, we'll get Sunder. If we can get Sunder right now. I know it's level 12. LA Splash. There are a lot of people hate that sound you just heard. A lot of people. I'm not one, it doesn't really bug me, but a lot of people.
Farewell.
And I'm not going to say they're wrong, because they're not wrong. I remember what it was like in WoW with the choo-choo train. If you're a developer who includes stuff like that, stop. Just never, ever, ever give the other players a way to grief each other. I am now going to be Sunder Boy. And it's going to be Sunder, Ruthless, and Maim. Alright. So much more damage. From that random yellow that dropped. I suppose it has no open affixes. Red, please. Actually, I always like to check. So currently, we're doing 203 DPS. $347. That's a 75% increase. Oh, I didn't even put the Sunder in. So, 347 with Ground Slam. 500 is the new number. So we went from 200 DPS to 500 DPS. I do like Sunder.
What little help I... Farewell.
Yeah, I still want to have a place. And that was dumb. I was foolish. I feel shame.
What little help...
Alright, give me anything with sockets and
Still
red
alive, are we?
that I can put in into the swap weapons. That'll do. Put the stuff away, and then we're back off murdering. I've made 433 gold so far. More than I would have expected. Fat buddy. Hola. Which is, I believe, Spanish for hola.
Your brawn is about to meet its match, brute. Give the...
Come on up, Brutus, you candy ass. Oh yeah, I said it.
You think me? I will show you a true heart.
Whoop. God. One thing I didn't do was
Embrace you.
turn it into attack without moving.
Your spirit is the plaything of the ancestors, slave master.
Loser. Mr. Big and Buff got his fanny handed to him. Wrong way? Right way. Always attempt to go the right way. As going the wrong way is wrong. The weapon I got is a random drop. Well,
Isn't everything...
being extremely good is not like broken good. It's, yeah, it's nice, obviously, but it's not like it's got crazy stats. Not statistically much better than what I was using. But Sunder is. There's a reason I liked Sunder for so long. I was a Sunder boy. Let's see how we feel about these. I believe that was 14 iron. Wow. Well, if I can keep the gold going at a reasonable amount, I probably won't be able to. As far as the... I won't be adding to the town for quite a while, but maybe I can keep the town going for a bit without having to just farm some gold on the first character I played. Careful, I'm still fragile as hell, it seems. Leap slamming away. I'm pretty sure that's what Paul Simon was singing about. It was pretty sure that was what it was. I definitely need some better potions. My health pots are substandard.
Porter, Mother of the Dead, is this your land I walk upon?
Fairgraves.
Frankly, I would have been surprised. Stuck far.
Don't believe his lies. My boat has arisen. Arrived. Possibly arisen. I don't know. If it had sunk, I'd be disappointed, but it's possible.
You got some goods in. Hail.
No, not that one. That one. Take them all.
Come on.
So the rewards are based on the level of the person who's picking them up, or at least the level of the items is, I suppose I should say.
On it.
28 to life. No life but a couple of resists.
Oh, things are looking up. We'll get to it right away.
That is an improvement. That is junk. Let's send them off again. How are we doing for gold? We're at 487. That's not great. The wage is 655 an hour, so we're gonna have to work.
What do you need?
I need a little bit of everything. Where can we ship off to? Let's see. That one's arriving in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So this one we should send off with more metal. We've got lots of crimson iron bars. Well, that'll be enough. Done. Don't suppose that needs iron bars. No, no extras. But iron bars will return items. Right now, the small amounts of currency I would get back are not worth it. So, instead, we'll just take the default values.
Off they go. Fair weather.
What happened to my leap slam? Did I not? I didn't slot it. Okay, there we go. The brain was failing again, which is no surprise. It is my brain, after all.
Good luck to you.
He's wishing me good luck. That seems like a jolly nice thing for him to do. Did we have any non-Quicksilver potions we'd socked away? No? Yeah, a couple of health potions. That'll help. Good-sized mana potion as well. We can sell those 3 and we'll have another of the larger ones that we can trade in later. Nope. we were at the ship graveyard with Fairgraves. He seems like a really trustworthy ghost. And I'm not sure I've ever met a non-trustworthy ghost. Of course, this character has never met any ghost as far as I know. But I'm sure Fairgraves, of all of them, must be the most agreeable and honest. He seemed so straightforward. Dead end. You know, one of these days I will make the mental leap that I will go the direction that I don't think is the right direction. And that way I won't get the dead ends, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't work that way. Let's go. Or Calvin. 13 Orichalcum. And now I get the buff that is going to murder everything for me. Well, help murder. At any rate. It's the Allflame, and nice quality of life they added, I think, last league. Where you finish that, they teleport you right back to Fairgraves. And then we've got our second boat just arrived.
My old friends understand that as a gentleman of honor, it pains me
Hey, Vorp.
to do this.
Are we gaming this evening, sir? I'm just starting up my second character of the PoE League. Ah, First Descendant. Yeah, Mods was playing that again earlier. They have a patch or something, or just more of what you were playing? Next up. Down a little further on this side. Big content update. That would explain why Mods was playing. Actually, I think I did read something about that. They've had a very successful launch. Now's the time to really nail down the player base by bringing out, if you can bring out good content. They'll lock the player base in. Oh wait, I've got the other Sunder available. I've got the weird Sunder available. That was one of the reasons I wanted this build. First of all, because I've always played a lot of Sunder in the past, but because I had the alternate flavor of it. So what we'll do is we'll use both. We'll keep one. We'll use one and keep the other one leveling up. I clicked on that frickin' thing. Another 14 ore. Pirate's treasure. The drunken corsair. What do you say to a drunken sailor? I say, die. You know, your mileage may vary. Tavern of Wrath. So, back to town. That one we want to keep. Slap that one in there. Take a look at that just in case it's awesome. Spoiler, it's not.
The sum may avail if you
But
must.
sometimes you gotta check. Infernal Blow, Static Strike, Sweep, Sunder. Ha ha! Who needs Sunder when I've got Sunder? Sure, why not take another one?
Farewell.
Do I have any more bows? I don't remember. No, I don't. And let me get rid of the mediums, I guess. Drop that one and that one in because, hey, no harm, no foul. But we have the Sunder of Earthbreaking. My current Sunder is doing 446. This one's probably going to do less. 427. I need another weapon.
Fairgraves was a good man.
Yes, except that he tried to kill me. Other than that, he was a good man.
The warden's free with it.
Leaf Flame we've got. Vit, Enduring Cry, Intimidating Cry. More likely to need that one. Eventually we have a lot of war cries on this. But we'll be auto-casting them because I'm shit at games and old and lazy.
Greetings.
I think that covered everything. Yeah, we'll now be dual-wielding axes in our offhands and never using them. But I probably want to level that up, so I do have to
Stay sharp out there.
chrome that axe. 3 blues? I mean 3 greens, huh? Well, I mean 3. I said blues, meant reds, corrected myself to greens. And then I forgot to swap back. Okay, there we are. The brain, guys. It's, yeah. Spooters. Aha. Once again, we want to attack without moving. Well, that's a level. Stop. You know, I keep saying that they're spitting little things. Actually, they're shooting little things out of their asses. So that's even grosser than spitting. I don't think that's much of a stretch to come to a conclusion that shooting things out of your ass is even grosser than spitting. I think that's a reasonable conclusion for a person to come to, and I am sticking with my theorem until it is proven otherwise. I have never, in my life, shot anything out of my ass at another person. And I think that's important. Where are we going next? we in Blood Stance? We are in Blood Stance. Why is War Banner not lit up? Why is War Banner not lit up? Let's gain Valor from melee. Oh, maybe I hit it accidentally. Hadn't noticed. Yeah, there we go. Okay, shut up. Ambrosia, daughter of Merveil. I could die to Merveil, actually. I have no cold res at all. So, if I die to Merveil, I will at least have the consolation that everyone here heard me say, I could die to Merveil. Because she's kind of bad. And I have no cold res. I do have to say that Sunder is as much fun as I remembered. Bazookaing every mob in the area down is amusing. Well, let's see. I don't think we keep the shrine. We do keep the shrine. That'll help a lot. She's changing into her true form, which is significantly less pretty than the other. Where is she? She's the screaming one. I could have died to her, but I'm an elite gamer with elite gamer skills. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Is anyone buying that? Didn't think so. I don't know what's going on here in this jungle, but it seems like monkey business. Now these ones are not firing stuff out of their ass. They are, in point of fact, spitting. Which, as we covered, is gross, but not quite as gross as the other. More orichalcum. Because I was always fighting at range against all the mobs that come out of the demon type mobs that come out of the orichalcum. 15 more orichalcum. I didn't go to the ship, did I? I don't think I went to the second ship. Or did I? I can't remember. We'll just have to go and check. 'Cause the old man can't remember no more. Shabby Jerkin is shabby. But what jerkin isn't shabby? You know what I mean?
I am good.
Oh, God, yes. That's a masturbation joke. They never get old.
Growing.
I do, but they
You
don't.
and me. The rock.
I am Nina, keeper of Abyss. Stay true to you.
I keep your wits about you.
We will very quickly check back in King's March. Because I can't remember if I checked to see if the boat had arrived. The boat had arrived. And not what I expected. Did I just send off food for that one? Maybe. Currencies and quality gems. So we need to prepare our next shipment. We have got metric shit tons of crimson iron bars, so we're going to ship some of those off. Any place need them? No, theirs is already paid off. Crimson iron. Nope. Nope, none of them. So we'll just send it off to Ribenfell. Not being confused with riboflavin. Ribenfell, set sail.
Sailor's luck, I hope.
We are down to half our dinar reserves.
We're down to half of our dinar reserves, guys. No reason for concern yet.
What have you got for me?
We've much to discuss.
How much more can I add to the treasury? We only have less than 6 hours. 266.
I'll add it to our balance.
Not a lot. Back to the forest encampment. I know I don't have anything immediately available. That is 45. I think that's the lowest thing for the stuff I set aside. I'll probably have to make a weapon in a few levels. Don't want to fall behind on the weapons. For melee, unsurprisingly, the scaling is usually done off the weapons. Most casting stuff, the scaling is off the level of the item, or the primary scaling. Is off the level of the gem, sorry, not the quality of the item. The weapons are much less of a factor. Quit jumping around like little assholes. These kids today. Another 15 orc alchem. We'll go into the den. Because that is a new map instance, we do lose the buffs we had. Another level as I smash and smack bad men. My character is not named. MeSmackBadMen for nothing. Because me, in fact, smack bad men. It is imprecise. Me smack bad critters too, but I think the me smack bad men captures the essence of who I am and what I smack. Bad men. Didn't read it quick enough and get out of the way. Could have died there. Didn't. I would like to say it's because, again, I'm an elite style and quality of gamer. In fact, dumb luck. Emphasis on the dumb. And also on the luck. That mob has spectral swipe. I may have mentioned how much I detest. Oh, that thing hit really hard. Arch Nemesis mods. Arch Nemesis going. Oh, he's a beast. I didn't even see he was a beast. That explains it. Arch Nemesis going core was, I think, a just incredibly bad decision by GGG. The Arch Nemesis League was fine. The League mechanic, having overpowered mods, was fine because you could choose to engage or not to engage, and then they made it core, and the game has been worse for it. Another level for me. And let's have some more Auric Alchemy. Not a lot of Auric Alchemy, but we'll kill some mobs. We'll get a little bit of Auric Alchemy. We'll feel, you know, empowered and validated. Another 19 Auric Alchemy ore. We've got a couple of yellow mobs. Yellow beasts, I should say, not yellow mobs. This one has spectral swipe as well. Terrific. Got him. Where's the second one? This one has erupting wind. I occasionally have been known to have some erupting winds of my own. I try to mute that on stream, of course. Nobody wants to have to deal with my erupting winds. And we've got a breach. I'll take that wood splitter and maybe I can craft something. Here we go. Check really quickly to see where we're going next in our Path O building. Straight across. That makes sense. Another low-level breach. A little weird, but okay. That was a little more dangerous than I was anticipating, I have to say. Lots of XP, if I don't die. I didn't die, and it was a lot of XP. Again, me not dying due to my incredible expertise. as a gamer. I mean, everyone knows that skill at gaming is almost exclusively based on how many years you've been A, gaming, and B, breathing. Creighton. I don't remember what Creighton gives. He does give the movement speed. A lot of people would choose Creighton. I won't. I'll choose Alira. Back to town. The fastest method known to man. Exit character select. Select character. You do want to be careful with it, though. It is really easy to do that without thinking and not be able to get back to where you were, which is what you've been planning on doing. Actually significantly better. 27 life, 28 life, a little armor, a little regen, couple resists. Couple resists is probably better. But we need red and green, so we'll hold on to that. 36 life, way better than that.
Remember to live.
This is better. We can move the red, green to here for our leap slamming. Move that to there because it's a little bit better. And war banner it up. We can't use dash anymore. That's fine. We weren't using it previously. I'll drop these in here. So if necessary, they can be used later. We need to, check and see what we've got in the way of low power essences. Two-handed adds 4 to 5 physical damage. Two-handed adds 12 to 15 physical. Currently there, we're not adding any physical other than the 49%. So this is a test. We can get lucky. Do we get lucky? It has an open prefix, so we can add a % damage onto it. This should be a significant, if not large, upgrade, I should say. Flat physical damage. Level 16? We're not level 16 yet? We're level 19. What the hell? Item already has a mod. Oh, it already has it. Right, I need the % fizz. Duh. Huh? Level 16. Alright, so we're going to need this off. These can get moved over to there. So, currently our Sunder of Earthbreaking is doing 501.8. Now, 761.5. A flat 50% increase in the deep seas. We were good before. We are now awe-inspiring. Not awe-inspiring, mind you. Awe-inspiring, which is way better. All right, we'll see if we can stumble over that. We can stumble over the red mob. The red beast. Thanks, Einar. Catch you later. That Einar, he is such a card.
The Eternal Empire was built by sickened minds.
Ugh. The murderation is enormous. Was lucky on that crafting of the axe, because I got extra cold and it had an open prefix as well, so that I could throw the percent on. Lucky, not stupidly lucky, but lucky. And a little bit of extra cold, well, that doesn't hurt either. We are now in the Chamber of Sins. And we're smacking bad guys. No one knows what it's like to smack the bad man. To whack the bad behind blue eyes. That thing can't be killed. They can kill you. More orichalcum. Come get some, you demonic critters from Demonville. Demonland. Demonia. Los Angeles. Another 23 orichalcum. My boat has arrived. My understanding from how this Sunder works is it's a little less single target damage unless there are mobs around the primary target. Basically, it causes a little explosion. When you Sunder, everything it hits gives off a little explosion that damages other things as well. Unless I'm misreading it, which hardly seems likely. No, it's entirely likely. There's no reason not to give ourselves more life immediately and make ourselves more
Piety was up.
livable? Live-worthy? Lively? Warlord's Mark, Herald of Ash. Do we grab any of the heralds? I don't know. Let's find out. Heralds. Purity and Ash. Can drop Ash if mana is an issue. Ash, Thunder, Ice. We've got Ash. Let's see if we can get... We know we should be able to get Purity from...
The spirit go. with
The gem seller in the old home instance.
Piety led us into that.
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. It's always something with you, isn't it? Oh, Piety led us in. Oh, yes, I'm sure she did. Well, you're just a follower, though, aren't you? Going wherever Piety says you're supposed to go.
What do you want? Exiles.
How about another red, please? How about 2 red? 2 reds, please. We've got ash. We need... What was it again? Purity? Purity. Intimidating cry. Purity and intimidating cry.
Godslayer, good day.
Held of purity. Intimidating cry. We have one more red socket open. We don't. Why don't we have another red socket open? We can yoink melee splash. I don't think we end up using that. Okay, well, let's turn them on. So theoretically now, damage went up by like another 200 DPS. If we run out of mana, if mana becomes an issue, we will drop one of them. It will become an issue. Let's see if I have to drop them or not. We have a boat waiting for us. It is Boat League after all. Technically, not boat league, but we've been talking about boat league for years now. Loco. Well, rewards. I'll see if there's anything
We're
worthwhile.
always open.
Hi, Rog. Hi. I didn't accept them.
Aye.
Again, every day that bot comes on with a different name, dropping the same pointless message that goes nowhere, and presumably immediately vanishes.
Hail. Oh, things are looking up. We'll get to it right away.
That's better stats. Hold on to that one, man. Triple resists? Can't use it, though.
We'll get to it right away.
Rog and the boys are disenchanting stuff as fast as they can.
Another beer, damn it.
Let me deposit however much gold I've got. It's not much. 116. That's worth about 14 minutes of the payroll. I'm just a Sunder boy. Into the crypt. Sometimes you just gotta mash things in the face. You know? Down to the crypt. Level 2. Electric Boogaloo. No, wait, that's something entirely different. Extra life mobs. These guys have more life than I want them to have in the first place. How about some more orichalcum for me? I shall slay the demons that issue forth from demonic orichalcum. Yes. Another 27 orichalcum. Dead spooters. I think we're after the golden hand down here, which now gives a skill point. Pretty sure the one I've managed to get away, because that is the way I play video games. The right way is the easy way. Why go the easy way when you can go the challenging way? Make things more difficult for yourself. No payoff. No reason other than self-loathing. I'll have you note. There we are. Give me the golden hand. Never had a golden hand before. I've had the golden finger thrown at me a few times. I'm sorry, Major Kicks, I didn't even notice that you had dropped in and the bot came back. And that's probably why I didn't notice. I looked over, I saw the bot had returned. Major Kicks, thank you very much. I will hydrate. I will redeem. Same bot, different name. This is the first time it showed up twice in a day, though. It's been showing up every day for at least a week plus. I really wish Twitch would do something about it. Word filters are really simple. anything that says best viewers on goes to dev null, the null device, so no one sees it except the person who entered it. They think it went through. It didn't. But Twitch can't be bothered. Also, technically, I'm not sure they have the chops to do, well, basically anything.
What troubles you bring?
Technically, they're not very good. And they are really bad.
Return.
They had an application. I liked the application. They shit-canned it and made us use the browser, and the browser is crap. Their browser app crashes on me all the time. The ads don't even work correctly, which if I'm an advertiser, I'm none too happy about. I don't know, one time in maybe 8, when the ad pops up, I just get the initial splash and a rotating cursor that lasts 6 or 8 seconds. And then the ad ends and I go right back to the stream. Fat Body, I always knew there was a reason. You were waiting to just drop the WoW Gold You Pay Now .url. Yeah, bots have been... I mean, like I said, I've been seeing one a day for more than a week. Today is the first time I've seen 2. And literally the amount of effort required to have outgoing stuff, checked for strings is incredibly easy. And sure, you're going to have to spend a good deal of time with somebody working on it. I did finish that, didn't I? Wetlands, the Weaver's Chamber. Yeah. You got all that taken care of? Yes. Yes. Particularly nice touch on that Fat Body was using my own emote against me as a weapon. I admire that. See, now, we all hate the gold spammers and stuff, but the real problem isn't the gold spammers or even the gold sellers or the people who farm gold to sell it. They're just trying to make a living. I hold no ill will specifically against them. The real problem, the real people who need a goddamn beating. Note, I am not promoting violence, but these people need a goddamn beating, are the ones who buy it. If nobody bought it, nobody would be selling it. If I'm living in a third world country, which I'm not yet, and my choice is, working in the mines, doing actual mining of minerals in a dangerous environment, or gold farming, I'm going to gold farm. So I don't hold it against the people who do it. They're thinking about paying for food. They're not worried about somebody else's enjoyment. And if I were in that situation, I feel pretty safe in saying I would feel the same way. It is annoying to see the same message day in and day out that could be easily screened. I know you can't get rid of all of them. Because there's always somebody. Willing to come up with a new message, but did I? Already, I keep doing that. I'm off on a rant. Wasn't sure if I passed the waypoint yet. I did. I passed the waypoint. I'm a dope. Alright. I'm gonna do this out of order then. Out of my usual order. I'm confused. I'm confuzzled. My brain is a mess. Again, we'll hit a waypoint. There it is. I'm going to take it. I'm going to go back here. If I do things out of order, I'm going to screw myself up. So if I do them in order, my odds of screwing them up is lower, but not zero, because I am, after all, the man who finds all the dead ends. We have to kill Oak. I don't remember what advantage he gives. Creighton gives 8% movement. Lyra gives 12% elemental resist, which we want. I remember what Oak gives. I know a lot of people, especially good players, take the 8% movement from Creighton. I went the wrong way. Because of course I did. Have we not covered that?
So
What Oak gives is plus 40 to maximum life. That's not bad either. Sorry, Oak. I had to give Oak a serious poke to make him croak. That ain't no joke. I'm a poet, guys. I'm a poet. And then we can go back to the Western Forest. Because Alyra is on this side of the road somewhere. Which, of course, I missed it. Which is what happened to the other first character in the lead. I missed it. Aha! Aha! This wasn't the way I would normally go. I decided I would try to go the wrong way, and it turned out to be the right way. Perhaps I have finally found the cure to me always finding the dead end, is to go the wrong way. We're going to help her.
That was almost better than Oriel.
For 15 to all resists. All elemental resists, I think. Don't think it's for chaos. No, it's not. All elemental resists. Chaos resist would be a nice addition. I have to kill the blaggards. Deposit the fometic seal, and next off, Spiderland, Spiderland. For those of you who don't like spooters, you've got more spooters. So tomorrow, assuming the servers don't melt down in EU when they turn them on, tomorrow is new server day for Latro. If you're a VIP, which clearly I am because I'm important. 2 new servers are opening up. Mordor in the EU and Angmar in NA. They are using the new server tech, which is supposed to be faster and more resilient and all those good things. But also has some other secret sauce going on with occasionally your character might get attacked by a wraith sent by the Nazgul, and then even later, occasionally one of the Nazgul, one of the 9 themselves, did I miss it? Will spawn. I missed it. As a world boss to be fought, driven off, obviously not killed. So, assuming the new server tech doesn't explode when they start on the EU, which I think is up like 9 a.m. my time, I will be starting on the NA server, which I believe is at 3 p.m. my time, so 2 hours early. If the servers are up, I will be playing. New character. Resolute technique. I don't deal crits anymore, but I don't need to worry about accuracy anymore. I believe I will be creating a new brawler. Alright, you can show up again. Big scooter lady, there you go. Turn in the quest there. We go back to the area in the first map, turn in the quest there. Then we head deep underground.
Piety would have concurred with Aramis.
Melee fizz, LE damage with attacks, shockwave, close combat, volatility, cruelty. What what should I be taking here? Eventually. Cruelty. And close combat. And melee fizz. All of them. Well, we'll grab cruelty.
Hello.
My help is yours.
Melee fizz. Splash, I think, was what we were leveling up. And the last thing we'll need is close combat, which is green. We'll be using those. Presumably, cruelty is the least useful of those, but 3 reds and a green. Well, we can start leveling up that. Let's see, we're currently at 823. $970. And eventually, let's see, we're going to put Fort in there, and at the end game, ground slam, earth shaking, brutality, melee fizz, pulverized fist of war. Okay, so for now then, I don't think we need to worry about these two, maim and ruthless. I don't think get used anymore. That's pretty good. We're going to lose a buttload of energy shield, but, you know, we're not going to have much support for energy shield going forward. Let's see. Our current numbers are 957 total life and energy shield. 839, so we lost about 100 energy shield and life combined between the two, but that was kind of expected. Let me sell.
What do you want?
Ah,
Going?
that's 45 before we can use that. That's a pretty good smacker. That is a magical sound. That is a follow from It's Nova Speed. Well, thank you very, very much for the follow. I do have a spiel for that. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You are most welcome, and thank you very, very much for the follow. Hi there, and welcome. I am just, well, I'm just smacking bad men. As you can see, me smack bad men. I am true to my word. I am smacking bad men. Back to Act 1 for a second. Where are we going next on our tree? I don't know. Let's check the next. Okay. Up and to the left. No, I think down, yes. Definitely down. Because we're about to get another point. Another magical point. Hi, Bastel.
Straight there.
A point. Go down, and then axes. Hey, seen my YouTube video on PoE? Love the content. Thank you. No, thank you. That's fucking awesome. I love to hear that. I mean, a lot of streamers, and I don't blame them, because I would do the same thing if I were younger, are hoping to stream, you know, and make a living at it. Good luck to all of them. They're going to need it. Me, I do this for fun. And so if someone is enjoying my content, that's why I do it, is so I can have fun, and hopefully somebody else has fun. As far as I'm concerned, that's the win right there. Sand. Very kind of you to say so. For me, streaming is all about fun. Well, and obviously the chicks, because as you would expect, being a retired old man who streams a bunch of not so popular games and occasionally popular games, the ladies are just beating down my door. They can't get enough of my content. No, I do it for the fun. Although, any ladies? Call me. Well, that's one of the advantages I have, is speaking comes very easily to me. Always has. I've always been a bit of a bullshitter, and I did competitive speaking in college. What do I want to try and corrupt? Oh, let's try and corrupt the... Well, no, I don't want to corrupt the Wanderlust. How about Arakutiki? Yeah, let's corrupt that. Requires level 36 now, but Zealotry has increased aura effect. Huh. Okay. I got an effect out of it. Usually when I'm getting swatted. Let's not even joke about that. Some kid, some like 12-year-old, just got arrested for swatting. That's a dead end. Once again, I was going the way I should, and I should have learned that I don't want to go the way I want to go. I want to go the way I don't want to go, as not going the way that I want to go is the solution to me actually going the way I want to go. I hope everyone was paying attention. I have no idea what I just said. Four scrolls of wisdom. What will I do with such bounty? Now, I went to a university that required you to take a class in public speaking if you wanted to retire. Retire? If you wanted to graduate, oh my god. My brain is just filling in the blanks with the wrong words. And like everyone else, I didn't want to take public speaking. I was afraid of public speaking. I took the class. Turned out I really enjoyed it. So I joined the speech and debate team. And did that competitively for 3 years. New to PoE. Is it worth 100% Acts 1 to 10? I know a lot of the high-end players don't, but they know everything that is skippable to no negative effect. I don't. I don't know what exactly would be skippable. I have a way I do things. It always gets me all of the points you can get. There is an in-game command that will show you any of the skill points you are missing. So there is a way to find out if you missed anything and go back. It's not critical to do everything while you're leveling, but you definitely want to make sure you get all of the skill points while you're leveling. No, not while you're leveling, but once you've leveled. You know, if you've missed you know, a boss in this one place that gives you a skill point, it's worth going back. Skill points are very, very important. But if you miss a couple while leveling, it's not important. The game is great, but it is also extremely deep. So you need to be aware of the fact that there is so much stuff going on in the game that you will keep learning stuff as you go. My best example, I won't be excited until I play it and see. What I've seen is it's a significantly different game. Might be better, might be worse. I don't want to judge until I get a chance to play it myself. As an example of how complicated the game is, I played it for at least 2 years, I think, before I knew there was a difference between increased damage and more damage. Those aren't the same thing. Increased damage is additive. So 50% takes you from 100 to 150. And 50 more percent takes you, 50 additional percent takes you from 150 to 200. Hey there, Just Talk. What more is if you're at 100 and you gain 50% more, that takes you to 150%, just like before. But if you get another 50% more on top of it, it doesn't take you to 200. It takes you to 225 because instead of being additive, it's multiplicative. And that's the difference between additional damage and more damage. And it took me years before I knew there was a difference. Rituals. They deal fire damage and can ignite meteors fall from the sky. What is my current fire resist? It is 43%. That's not terrible for this point. So we will go ahead and play. The worst part about this is, some of the mobs that spawned here are from a league, I think Affliction League, and they're really tough ones. They're way overtime. And there's one I missed somewhere because it's still... Where's the monster I missed? There he is. Oh, I'm out. Alright, none of this is looking like it's going to be important. I mean, that's fine, I'll want that. For now, we don't yet have access to it. This is one of the older League mechanics. There'll be 3 of these circles. First circle, everything you fight that dies inside the circle, you press the button, it all respawns, you kill it, you get access to loot and currency. The second one will do the same thing, but also bring in all the mobs you fought in the first circle, and the same thing will happen in the third circle. It's one of the League mechanics from, I don't know, 3 years ago, maybe? Something like that. Every league has new mechanics, and if the people like it, it'll get added to the core game. If people don't like it, it won't get added to the core game. Although that's not always true. Sometimes they'll add them to the core game even though people didn't like them. I think most people liked Arch Nemesis League. The League mechanic was fine, but when they made it core, what they did to that was not fun. In my opinion. One thing about every game, a lot of people are going to have a lot of different opinions. Are we ready for the second circle? I could die here. Didn't. right. We have 489 of the currency. Tribute. We're going to want that one. I doubt there's anything else that we're going to really want, but we'll see. We don't need the dread the thicket until we come through for the second time. So in Act 7. Gristle teeth. More crimson iron. Let's go ahead and activate that. $28 iron. I'm curious as to where the other ritual is. Kind of would like that other ritual, so I may have to double back if it's not out in front of me. Looks like it's in front. This is the one I just did. I think it's the one I just did. I think there's a third one. Yeah, it's got it. That's another level for me. I'm a leveling machine. Real quick, I need to check and see which way I'm going. I'm going around the bottom. Damage and attack speed. Nice. Alright, here we go. More badness. Victory belongs to the bold, or in this case, me. No. Actually, none of this is very good, truth be told. I suggest we go into the caverns. Hope I don't die. Historically, most of the time when I die early in a character's existence, it's either due to me doing a lead mechanic, often in the very first mount, or it's from opening a box without checking first to see if it has freezing. Fortunately, I don't think I can freeze right now because I think the unique shoes I'm wearing prevent me from being frozen. I have almost died on this character a few times, though. Why? The early game is brutal. This game is, I believe, the most actively hostile to new players of any game around. It's a great game. but the new player experience is terrible. Now, theoretically, that's one of the things they're trying to improve about PoE 2 is to make the starting experience less awful. Because, I mean, there are a lot of games that are difficult to learn. But I can't think of a single one. I mean, famously, there was a drawing of the learning curve for EVE Online. You know, showing little stick figures walking up a hill, and then it's a cliff where they're all being crucified and dying in terrible ways, because that's EVE Online. But I think it's way worse. In EVE Online, it's the other players trying to screw you. PoE, it feels like it's the developers. No exaggeration. Seriously? That's right. There's a secret room with a recipe. I'd forgotten that there was a recipe in there. Holy crap. That was added in the last. Another level for me. Now that's the ancient pyramid. I can't believe I didn't get the recipe in the ancient pyramid. Did I not? No, I did. It's not. There is. It is down here somewhere, I think. But I can't remember how to get there. There's like a switch or something around here. Now I've got to look it up. Recipe in the caverns, PoE. Find these pillars in a side room. Oh, what did I see? Pretty sure that's where it's supposed to be. Give me a sec here. No, that doesn't look right. Why you would put in something difficult for the players to find? Found a recipe. Note the picture for the pillars was clicked. Second instance on the same act of all damage. Found the pillar to press in the cavern act 2, but not the entry. Does the entry except in the same place? There are 2 pillars on each side of the door. Highlighted 1. Why? Why would you do this? Make it so hard for the players to find something like that. Oh, it gives increased damage with Vol skills. Forget it. That can, what's a nice way to say fuck off? Oh yeah, fuck off. And screw you to the devs for putting it in. Most any player who plays the game normally is going to see a recipe and try to find it, and they made it difficult. Why? I don't understand why you would do something like that. I mean, I'm trying to see if it's here. Doesn't seem to be. No idea. Thanks, devs, for nothing. Yet I'm still looking. In my nature. Leaving stuff like that undone, unsolved, just drives me crazy. That's a me thing. But I still think it's horseshit. I think it is a bad choice. Alright, fuck it. I tell you, good solid 90% of the time, GGG are game design geniuses. The other 10%, man, they are absolute clown shoes. I mean, hey, clown shoes might be comfortable. Once again, I've chosen the wrong way. I myself am a savant at finding the wrong way. You shouldn't get worked up if you're not as good at finding the wrong way as I am. With practice, you can learn to be, I mean, almost as good. I mean, you won't be world class like me. But you can get pretty good. Alright. Bad man die time. Time to smack the bad man. Again. know, they need to extend this animation. It should take 30, 40 minutes. Act 2 complete.
I give this warrior fatality.
The City of Song. Act 3.
It is good to feel your warmth again, Rama.
Oh, God, we're full again. Of course we are. We're always full. Thought I'd cleared up enough space. I will not allow this game to defeat me in fucking inventory Tetris.
I don't mean to sound.
Mortality is the mother of life. We have turned our backs on her.
And here we are at Sarn. I'm gonna cash in the stuff I've got, pop back to shipping, because the ship should have arrived. I may have forgotten to send it out. That's another thing I do a lot. Get everything set up for sending a ship out and then forget to send it out. Not sure how my brain does that.
A stranger.
But I do have a most excellent brain. That thing's pretty good.
Stay out of the shadows.
Talakoda.
Talk to Gregor.
Have fun elsewhere.
Hold on to that for a second. Don't. Life regen. That's not bad. We'll slap that in. I don't have a belt. Why do I not have a belt? I don't know, but I blame you guys. It's no conceivable way it's your fault, but I blame you. Yeah. Boat arrived. Did two of them? Did they both arrive? No. That one I didn't send off. Let's see. We've got enough money in the bank to keep it going for 5 hours. We'll add what we can. Yay, it's almost 7 hours now.
What do you need?
I need to send out the stuff. Let's see. They need wheat, corn and ore gourd, or a calcum. Well, we can send them off to Te Onui with some orichalcum. This is the better batch. Orichalcum. done. What I normally do is I select the port, and I forget to set sail. That's the only thing I can think of why they wouldn't actually be sent, is because I forgot something straightforward like that. More orichalcum to Kalgur. Okay.
I'll give him the word.
What can I do? What have you got?
Let's see what else we can drop in here that's not as good as what we've already got.
We're on it.
23 life. A little bit less life, but it's got a good resist. We'll keep that, I think. 67 life and a decent one. We'll use that one instead.
On it. We'll get to it right away.
Can't use these as we're not smart enough. But we can hold on to that.
Is that the exile I spy?
It is the exile, you spy, old boy. We can drop that and that in there. We get more life, we get cold resist, we get some additional fire damage to our attacks, and we get a little energy shield. What's not to like? I assume it has an open prefix. It has an open suffix. We can get another resist on that, too. It sounds delicious, and perhaps even delightful. Can we actually get a usable 4-link here? Let me check my skills. Probably not, if it's 3 red and a green. Getting 3 red and a green out of that is pretty unlikely. But we'll try for a bit, you know. First of all, let me drop that off into the maybe use these on another character later bin. Drop those off. Alright, let's see if we can get lucky. 3 red and a green, huh? If you don't aware, this is because this is a blue-red chest, a strength intelligence chest. Every socket has a 40% chance to be red, a 40% chance to be blue, and a 20% chance to be green. So we're looking for 3 red and a green. 4 red, close. We got, we'll burn some more. Three blue and a green. Exactly as likely as 3 red and a green, but not what we wanted. There we go. Now we get close attacks. Where did we put our close attacks? Over here. Close combat, I meant. So, that one has, yeah, wow, 27 life. We're going to gain 40 life. We're going to lose a little fire and cold resist and gain a little bit of lightning resist. It has no open affixes. But we'll get a little bit of energy shield and we'll lose a little armor. But our damage is currently 1408. $1397. Not sure why it's different. Oh, it's less strength. So 1400. Still 1400. Based on proximity. Supported skills grant combat rush on hit. Combat rush lasts until you use a travel skill. Gives you more attack speed. Okay, so that's all of what that's going to do is increase our attack speed after we start hitting things. There we go. let's run at least one little thing here in Act 3 before I call it an evening. Would I ever upload tips video on PoE? I certainly wouldn't object to it, but I just don't think that I am the right person. There are a lot of them out there for guys who would be more complete without being, you know, lost in the weeds. For me to know as to what is helpful hints and what is too much detail, I couldn't really differentiate. I know Zizaran has a lot of tutorial videos, Zizaran. If you're not familiar with Zizaran stuff, he has a lot. I'm using one of his builds right now. I've used a lot of his builds in the past. So, Ziz, another would be Mukluk, M-U-K-L-U-K. I know he has an intro to PoE. And he's not a PoE first streamer. He's a variety streamer. And he had a number of videos on PoE, but he pulled all of them out because they were no longer relevant because of changes that had been made. But that one video he kept up because everything he explains in there is still relevant. Thanks. I think most of it is because you're talking to me direct, and if you have a question, you know I can respond. And if I'm not clear, you can say I'm not clear, and you will get an answer eventually. I mean, I have done some videos that are not just streams, but actually content, mostly on Guild Wars 2. Also on City of Heroes, where I tried to explain stuff. I wasn't happy with them, really. And frankly, because I've been so long since I was a new player to PoE, I don't really remember most of the stuff that I didn't get at the time. So I don't think, you know, if you're someone who streams primarily PoE, you get people asking you questions, and you'll get the same questions dozens, hundreds of times. So you know the questions people have. I don't really know exactly what questions a new player would have. Thank you very much for saying that my explanations are good. I try. But my problem is that I don't think I can communicate them well enough. The problem is that I don't know which questions I should be answering. I just don't have enough experience streaming PoE and getting asked, you know, the same question literally hundreds of times, where the bigger streamers have answered them literally hundreds of times. A Zizaran would be a good example. Mathel's the same way. You know, they have been asked these questions just so many times. All right, we're going to get Tolman, and then I'm going to call it an evening. Quick way to make gold in PoE. Well, gold is a brand new mechanic for the game. The game never had gold before. Oh, this thing blocks attacks. How nice for me. The way I have been making gold, because gold is only really used for a little bit in trading and a lot in the league mechanic. And I've been doing it by running maps and the end game. You know, it's a new mechanic for the game, so no one really has any good methods. People are still finding them out. I know people were talking about whether they should be running specific maps. Should they be running maps with lots of mobs and making sure they're picking stuff up? Should they run maps with lots of bosses? I think is the common thing I've heard. But I don't know if that is actually accurate. So for instance, there's a map called City Square that has like 4 bosses in the center and that you can get to really quick. And so my understanding is that's the best way of making gold for the league mechanic. Because keep in mind, most of the trading in the game between players is not done with gold. You can't,
You're simply
I
too
don't think,
stupid to be
directly
realistic, aren't you, brute?
trade with gold in any way. Trade is used. Trade requires gold if you're going to use the trade site, the new trading NPC. That's only for currency and stuff. If you want to like trade with a player for an item, that is usually done with chaos or divines. And I have gotten like 60 or 70 chaos, but I have no divines yet for the league. There are a lot of videos on farming. It always depends on the league, because the league mechanic may change things, but there are a lot of things out there for farming. And the farming tech, I don't know, because I've never played deep enough into a league or worried about currency enough to do farming. You know, to be an efficient farmer, you need to be very high level. You need to have a very fast build and a very powerful build, and you need to know what you're doing. None of those apply to the builds that I play. I think I need that one.
General Grievous. Talakura.
Thomas.
Good luck to you.
I need to get... See you.
I'll tread carefully, exile.
Okay, I'm going to call it here for the evening, guys. 3 hours, longer than usual stream, but then I can get lost in PoE pretty well. So, my hope for tomorrow is to be back early at 3 p.m. my time, Pacific time. So 2 hours earlier than usual. If the new Lord of the Rings Online Angmar server is up and running, and the EU server, Mordor, hasn't melted into slag. And I'll be playing a new character, because it's a brand new server, and everybody's going to be rolling new characters. So that's my plan for tomorrow.
Victoria, good luck.
Again, as always, I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. So I'm back tomorrow, probably early. I will put announcement in the Discord when I know what's going on. But presumably at 3 p.m. Pacific, so that's not really late night in Europe or early morning in Asia and Australia and New Zealand. It's 2 hours earlier than usual. But that's the plan. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I hope the rest of your Wednesday night, or possibly Thursday, kicks ass. I'm back tomorrow. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great night or day. Tomorrow, tonight or tomorrow. And thanks for hanging out. And ciao for now. Good night, guys.